Just letting you know that this video took me a while to do, and it took quite a few takes. Yesterday morning, my best friend got the worst news any parent could ever hear. Her daughter has passed away. She was just 22 years old. And it was due to heart failure. It was a condition that she came down with. She had damage to her heart, and no, it was nothing to do with COVID or any of that. It was just letting you all know. If I learned anything this past year, that death waits for no one. And there's no timetable for it. It's merciless. And always it seems to happen in the worst possible ways at the worst possible times, It's so devastating considering the fact that it's coming up to a year since, my father passed, which was December 3rd. I know I made a video last year about it, and I'm still having trouble with it because it's very difficult to make sense of it. It's very difficult to understand it, I know that my time's coming, all our times are coming eventually. And at times it brings out the best and worst in people. If I learned anything this past year, though, is to cherish the ones who are there for you, the ones who stand by you in the best and worst of times, whether it's friends or family. Cherish every day, every moment, because you never really know when. I know it's cliche, I know it's been said many times before, and I know you've heard it many times before, but it's the truth, I mean, I barely got through my shift yesterday when I got the news yesterday morning, I actually had to take a couple of personal timeouts, and I couldn't sleep last night. Yes, I wasn't that close to her daughter, but I always thought about, she is still my best friend, and she loved that little girl. And yeah, they didn't always have the best relationship, but she always loved her and she always cared about her. And back to what I said about death, it's just so heartbreaking that it has to come, had to happen this year above all years to happen, and we can all agree this hasn't been a good year for anyone. And obviously, yeah, I'm going to support her and be there for her every step of the way. I mean, she's been there for me every step of the way, I mean, I can somewhat relate because, 10 years ago now, me and my former fiance, lost a child to a miscarriage, and I'm still haunted by that every day. I still think about that every day, I always think about what could have been, and it's like another thing I thought of. I don't know what's worse, not having a chance or, to spend time with your child, or being able to spend time with them and then have them taken away just like that. I mean, I know people have lost children, and you know what? They never forget it. Never. So I guess this is really hard for me to do right now. It stays with them till the day they're gone. It seems like that's all I've thought about this last little while is death. I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to, keep my head up, but with everything that's going on, it's very hard to do so, But for what it's worth, everyone watching this video, to everyone who's lost a child, just know that my thoughts are with you, okay? And it's very hard to find the words right now, because what I've learned so far is sometimes you don't need words. Just being there for somebody matters most. Okay? And I told my friend last night, I told her that, look at the bright side. When your time comes and when it's time for you to go, there she'll be waiting for you at the gates of heaven. And you will be together again. And it's just so devastating because I remember a few months ago, because she was abroad, studying, and studying abroad. She was cross country, and I remember having this dream about those two, that they were together and they were happy. And I was driving around the country, but in time they will be together again. I mean, yeah, okay, the argument is, well, you didn't really know her all that well, but still, I'm thinking about my best friend right now. I'm thinking about what she's going through right now. That's what I'm thinking about, you know. And obviously, I'm thinking about her family too, because there's no overcoming this. There just isn't. I mean, 2 days ago, she was talking to her and everything seemed fine, and then she got rushed to the hospital and they just weren't able to revive her. She told me she got to say goodbye to her, though. So that's a positive, thing about it. But again, that's only a minor, minor positive at this point. I don't mean to sound repetitive, but in closing, friend or family, cherish the ones you have, okay? And always be there, and be sure to value the ones that, value you in return. Because you don't know when, and you don't know where. But just know that when it's your time, it's your time. Okay. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. And take care, everyone.